want to just take a few seconds to introduce some people as well. Then I'll say a few words and I want to get the show on the road. I'm honored and humbled and privileged to have him as my friend, Ron Gettelfinger. Ron and I have been friends since we both got in this same pile of poop together a couple of years ago. And, he's here with us tonight, and I'd like to, today, it feels like yesterday still, Ron Gettelfinger, the president of the UAW. And the fact that they're here, to me, is quite important. They're actually in town for negotiations with General Motors. And for those of you that don't quite realize it, the steel workers and the auto workers are linked together. That everything that goes into that automobile that they put together has some connection to our union. Whether it's steel, aluminum, glass, plastic, tires, catalogs. Our paper workers make the catalogs. And you'll see a number on the screen shortly that many people don't realize. Part of the reason we wanted to do this tour is that the mainstream media and a lot of what I call Toyota Republicans, we in fact invited Kookie Corker to come, and he's chosen not to be here because he thinks that what we ought to do is work for the minimum wage, and that way we could all end up being profitable. The problem is nobody's been able to afford to buy a car. So I don't want to get too personal about this, but I need to get that piece off my chest. Ron and his team are in town doing negotiations, and for those of us that went through 50 steel bankruptcies, we know how hard that can be and how emotional it is. So Ron is here with Cal Rapson, the VP of the UAW GM division. Cal's here somewhere. There he is. Dave Curson and Alan Ruther. They're all on Ron's team, and they've had an opportunity to drop in for about an hour, and we hope that we'll be able to continue working together because we're linked together on this. We have some other labor folks that are here, two of my colleagues, Tom Conway, who's Vice President and has been our voice on the Alliance American. Stan Johnson, who just a month ago became our Secretary Treasurer upon the retirement of Jim English, stands back there. And my friend for many, many years that his union is the, I guess, the birth mother of the Steelworkers Union, Rich Trumka, who came from the mine workers, who helped found the Steelworkers and in some ways the auto workers, Rich Trumka. Let me also tell you that one of the things we've done is we've invited, by invitation, every member of the House and Senate to either drop in or to have one of their staff come down and pick up a packet of information. And a lot of what you'll see over the next few hours is in a packet of information that we've asked every member of Congress to drop in, and that they can wave and say hello, they're welcome. Or if they're busy and can't, to have one of their staff come down and pick up a packet. Because we think when they understand the depth of the crisis in manufacturing and the depth of the crisis in the auto sector that is, no matter which way you cut it, the auto sector is the foundation of America's manufacturing might. And I don't want to be presumptuous, but if you let me loose and give me all the power, I can make GM profitable in a couple of months. And what I do is slash everybody's wages, get rid of their retirement costs, and import all the vehicles then from South Korea and Japan and Mexico, and we'd all be happy. But we'd have no damn jobs. And so part of why we're here isn't necessarily about just saving General Motors and the auto industry. It's about saving the jobs that made America great, and the Auto Workers Union and the Steel Workers Union that helped bring us the middle class. That's what we want to do starting today, and started last week with the bus tour, I should say.